This is the worst moment in the history of my life. This is ridiculous. This is crazy, man. We went to the NBA Finals. Why are we trading the best player, the franchise player? How are we trading the franchise player? We went to the NBA Finals.
Bucket Talk here, and we're going to be talking about the worst trade in NBA history today and how the Lakers just ran away with possibly the best player in the NBA. Coming up on Bucket Talk.
So, Han, man, how are you feeling right now?
The Mavericks just became the worst Dallas franchise out of all Dallas franchises, which is hard to do when you're competing with Jerry Jones. We traded our franchise player, the one who was gonna pass Dirk Nowitzki for the best Maverick of all time, because of injury concerns. For someone who has an injury list longer than a CVS receipt.
Yeah,
I just don't understand it.
I don't know. I'm with you. Like, I'm shocked. Like, I don't know. I was, just like, yesterday, just chilling, on the game with my friends, after, and we were just playing. And then my friend tells me, oh, Luka got traded to the Lakers, he's like, no way. I'm like, you're lying, bro. Like, shut up. And then he tells me, no, it's real. And I look up on my phone and I'm like flabbergasted. Like, and I, even if we got like, Shea, Jokic, Giannis, Wemby.
Wemby's who they wanted.
Yeah, I feel like you can't just trade away Luka like that. That's like, I'm gonna put it in comparison. Like, say the Cowboys are super successful. We went to the Super Bowl last year. We go out and trade CeeDee Lamb for like, I don't know, Mike Evans. I feel like that's the same relation.
It's similar.
It's similar. Why? Or like straight away Michael Parsons. Why would we ever do that?
It's like trading Mahomes for Dak. That's what I think.
Yeah. I don't know. Anthony Davis is good and all, but Luka. Are we? I see the reasoning behind. He's not. He's bad at defense, right? He might be not a good teammate, but he's one of the best scorers in the league, right? So that's why I feel like, there had to be some dispute. I don't know. I don't think Nico would just, throw him out like that.
He's the guy, though. There's three people every 25 years who are the guy. Like, it doesn't matter how bad they play. If it's the last 5 minutes of a game, you're giving them the ball every single time down the court. It's just inexcusable. And the thing is, if he requested out, fine. He didn't even know. He didn't know he was going to be traded. He didn't want to be traded. It's just...
Nor did Jason Kidd know, right? It's crazy.
Nobody knew besides Nico Harrison. And the Lakers GM literally laughed at this idea. And as soon as he asked, is he being serious? He took it and ran. He didn't even ask. He didn't even try and negotiate. He just took this deal and literally ran away with the Mavericks' franchise guy, their star player, who is going to bring many championships to this franchise. And I know that the defense gets tremendously better, but you're selling your future for a worse chance to win now than you did have before. It just doesn't make sense to me.
I don't know. I just I can't imagine Luka not being in the city of Dallas, like not wearing a Mavericks jersey, wearing a Lakers jersey. I can't imagine that. And we might have a little success now, but I don't even think crazy success now.
I don't think
we already have Gafford, right? We already have Gafford, but down the road, we just traded our face of our franchise, our guy. Luka, literally last episode, we were talking about how crucial he was when he was going to come back. How crucial. How we're going to be a top program or top team again. Now he's gone. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Tim McMahon reports in Luka's farewell post, quote unquote, I thought I'd spend my career here and wanted this so badly to bring you guys a championship. This proves the guy did not want to leave whatsoever.
No.
He had no intention of leaving.
He was happy here.
You don't trade a guy like that without him wanting to leave. And the only reason you would trade him is because of how much he's done for your franchise if he does want to leave. He did them so... Nico Harrison did this man so dirty. He destroyed the whole fan base. He destroyed the relation with the, in my opinion, the best player in the world right now.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I feel like, with the team, like, this might backfire, like, worse than what we think. Like, the chemistry, right? Like, Luka's been around with these guys for so long. The coaches, too, like, with Kid and, like, I don't know. Like,
Kid loved him.
Kyrie loved Luka as a duo, right? Like,
everyone came to Dallas for one man. We built our team around one man, and he's gone. He's gone because you wanted defense to win championships. Whenever you wanted defense to win championships, and now you're stuck with an injury-riddled Anthony Davis, and you only got one pick. But we got Max Christie, so it's okay. We got Max Christie. He's gonna be a real difference maker.
And like I was saying before, even if we got, Shea, Wemby, all these guys that were talking about, Jokic, Giannis, like, even then, I don't think it's worth it, right? No. In terms of chemistry, in terms of like, how our team is fit, and like, how we're playing with Luka, like how we're fit to play. I mean, we made it to the finals last year, right? I know we lost, but we made it there last year, right?
There. We are right there.
Yeah. And like, Luka's defensive problem is, I think, not so much of his defense ability, it's more of effort, right? And if Nico Harrison is really that upset about his defensive ability, maybe he needs to get on Kid's ass and tell Luka to play better defensively, which I think he has improved this season a little bit.
And apparently the holdup was a conditioning problem. And I get that. He does have his issues in that region. But you put the guy on a scale after being injured for 3 weeks. Of course he's going to gain weight. He can't run on that. He can't run. He can't even walk. It's like this injury is serious. A calf strain can lead to an Achilles tear. Of course he's going to gain weight. But like, still, I understand his concern, but you have a whole medical team of trained professionals to fix that. You don't go trade a generational prospect. Not even prospect, a generational. He's proved himself on the highest levels. It just.
I mean, I think he's done everything and beyond that, like the city of Dallas asked him to do, and the coaches. I mean, he's like.
We have a day named after him. We have a Luka Day. The city of Dallas made it official. And Tim McMahon reports. Mavs had major concerns about moving forward with Luka Dončić due to his constant conditioning issues and the looming commitment of another Supermax contract extension this summer. Yeah. You're telling me you don't want to pay the best player in the NBA? And you're going to pay Anthony Davis? Doesn't make sense, man.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm lucky. I'm like shocked. I mean, I don't know.
But at least we saved $6 million. And GM Nico Harrison, he quoted that, "I believe defense wins championships." Yeah, defense does win championships. But he said, "I believe that getting an all-defensive center and an all-NBA player with a defensive mindset gives us a better chance in the future. We're built to win now and in the future." In what world are we built to win in the future? That's my question. Yeah, we can win now. Not as a successful rate as we were winning with Luka last season in that stretch at the end of the season. But we can still win. I'm not acting like we're a bad team by any means. Anthony Davis is not a scrub by any means. He's an awesome player. But he's not Luka Dončić. And we can win now, but we can't win like we were winning. And we cannot win in the future. Our team is a bunch of 30-year-old players.
Yeah, and I don't know if I've said this earlier, but I feel like there had to, like, I don't know. I don't think you would just trade away Luka like that. There had to have been something some dispute. I don't know what it was, and maybe it's Kyrie. Kyrie never works out in the locker room. I don't know. There had to be something that we don't know, right? Like,
I feel like
I don't know. Maybe Luka got maybe they had a falling out. Like it just it doesn't make sense to me. You're trading away, one of the best scorers I think that could be in all time.
He literally
because of conditioning issues, right? It doesn't make sense.
Conditioning. But he literally is so talented.
I really don't understand. I mean, he's been an MVP finalist. He's a 5-time All-Star first team. I don't get it.
I also think that, I feel like there has to be something that they're not telling us. Because even, I feel like if Mark Cuban never sold the team, this would never be a problem. He literally said he would rather get divorced than trade Luka. It just doesn't happen. And I know he wasn't the best owner or GM or president of basketball operations by any means. But if he was still a part of this organization, in a majority stake role, we would have our guy for the next 15 years.
And there's an old video of Mark Cuban, being asked about Luka. And he literally said, he's one of the best players I've ever seen. And he's going to bring... he brought out his NBA Finals trophy when they won, and he said he's gonna bring us a lot more of these. And that's all now gone.
And the surprising part of this is the GM Nico Harrison didn't even he kept it under wraps. He went to the Lakers. They didn't come to us. Nico Harrison literally offered Luka Dončić on a silver platter. Keep this in mind, without telling anyone. Luka didn't know. Kid didn't know. No player knew.
LeBron did not know.
Yeah, LeBron didn't know. AD didn't know. It's what are we doing? It's we're wasting this franchise. We were finally, since the 2011 run, we have not had a promising chance since last year. And I thought this year was actually going to be the time where we hosted the trophy. We put the trophy on our shelves, and it's just toss it all away.
I don't know, man. It's been a crazy, crazy year to be a fan in Dallas. Cowboys been, horrendous, not even making the playoffs. Now we trade away Luka, the face of our franchise.
Now Dak is the face of Dallas. No, Dak Prescott is the face of Dallas. It's a joke. And Nico Harrison didn't even speak a word to Jason Kidd. He said, Jay Kidd didn't know about this, but we know the type of archetype we want on our team, and I think it's the best move for us moving forward. How are you not going to tell the person who controls our destiny, who controls our lineups about this big of a trade? Okay, if it's for some end of the bench guy, okay, fine, whatever. Even for a rotation player, you should consult the coach about something like this. And then you have the audacity to say a joke after that. You just literally, quote unquote, buried our franchise. Said they'll bury me and Kid. No, you buried our franchise.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the season will pan out now. We lost by 40 today.
Yeah, no, it's interesting to see what's going to happen because...
Yeah, it did make the season a lot more interesting. I can't even, imagine Luka playing with the Lakers. That's just, if you would have told me this 2 years ago, 3 years ago,
I don't know. I don't think
crazy.
It's going to pan out well, if I'm being honest.
Yeah. I don't think for either teams, honestly. I think in the future for the Lakers, it will, yes. But right now, LeBron and Luka, I don't know.
I don't think the Lakers... No, I think LeBron and Luka could work if they have the pieces around them, but they literally have
They're both,
zero.
both small forwards who play guards. Both have high egos, which is understandable, right? LeBron is one of the best players of all time, and Luka is a current star, one of the best players in the league right now. So, both of them will want to score the ball, right? I don't think that works.
I feel like it's even if I feel like it could work with both of them, even though they're very similar, but the right pieces need to be surrounded by them, and they need tremendous defensive help because neither of them are particularly great at defense at this point in time. LeBron used to be awesome, but now he's just not the same. But it's like you're rolling out a starting lineup of Luka, Jackson Hayes, Dorian Finney-Smith, Austin Reeves, and LeBron. That has to be I'm not even exaggerating. That has to be the worst defensive team in the league.
Yeah, and they're lacking a center.
They have no center.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
the Mavericks, on the other hand, there is a little bit of upside. So I do see the vision with this trade, but I think it's still the worst thing you could have possibly done. If anything, if you're trying to go after a guy like Anthony Davis, we know how bad LeBron wants to play with Kyrie. I would never want to trade Kyrie, just like I would never want to trade Luka. But if you're going to do a trade of this magnitude, it cannot be Luka Dončić.
Yeah. I agree with that. And even then, I wouldn't trade Kyrie away.
I don't think I would do it either.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing to see. But Anthony Davis he's been pretty good. I do think it'll work for the Mavs for this year and maybe next year. But after that, I think they're doomed. I'm going to be very honest. I think we're going back to
We'll see.
2015.
If Nico can come back from this, if he wins the finals for us this year, okay, wow. But
even if we win, do you not think it'll be this? Like, it's like our star boy didn't lead us there. It won't be the same if we win.
Yeah,
that's what I think, at least.
And I think Luka will be super salty, right? Even he's
not even
done everything, done everything for. Like, I'm not even maybe not salty, like just. Like stabbed in the back. Yeah, stabbed in the back. That he's done everything he can. Like whether on the court and off the court in the city of Dallas. He's done everything he can to make Dallas a top.
We betrayed him.
NBA. Yeah.
Mavericks betrayed Luka Dončić, and it's not even a matter of how or who did it. It's Nico Harrison who did it, and he betrayed the whole fan base. Luka Dončić, the management, the coaches, and there's no downplaying this. This is quite literally as bad as it seems, but there is some upside to this. I will say that. We did get a first-round pick, but I feel like for a guy of Luka's magnitude, you could get 4 to 6 of those along with Anthony Davis. So I don't know. I feel like in 5 years from now, the whole league will be laughing at us. I don't know. What do you think about this whole situation?
I'm just in shock. I mean, I don't know how. I'm just like, I don't know how everything will pan out. We might not even make the playoffs. That really could really backfire us that badly, right? What is our standing right now in the Western Conference?
We're like middle of the play-in. We're like 8th or 9th.
8th or 9th, yeah. I don't know. I mean.
We were banking on Luka. To come back.
Last episode. Oh my God, it's crazy.
We were banking on him to come back and carry us. And I think that would have happened. But now you change the team's whole demographic. Rebuild all team chemistry. Rebuild the whole scheme around a guy who you just traded for. The team is either Kyrie's team or AD's team. And I don't feel very good about any one of those.
Yeah.
Kyrie is an amazing player. But at this point in his career, he's not the guy. He's a guy. Same thing with Anthony Davis.
He's not Luka, period.
Yeah. Same thing with Anthony.
I'd say he's the guy. I mean, he's really good, but he's not Luka.
Yeah. No, if it's like if you could somehow pull this off with Luka Dončić on your team, this would be the dream scenario. Like, Anthony Davis is the player the Mavs have needed for decades.
Yeah.
But with this
trade
everyone else but those two guys.
Yeah.
Even PJ Washington, who's my favorite player.
I would love that.
Send him away in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
It's
for Anthony Davis.
It's I don't know what they were thinking with this move, honestly. This idea was floated out there by Nico Harrison, and I never thought it would actually happen. Because even the Lakers GM literally laughed at this idea. He quite literally laughed at it. And Nico Harrison gives credit to him for keeping it under wraps. Why would you not want to keep it under wraps? If you don't keep it under wraps, you're going to have 15,000 competitors coming for the best player in the NBA. Why are you giving him credit for stealing our best player, our franchise guy? It just doesn't make sense. Everything this guy has done in the last 24 hours has made me so pissed, and has made no sense to me.
Yeah, man, I'm lost for words. I mean,
and there was just another crazy trade. De'Aaron Fox went to the
Oh,
Spurs, and Zach LaVine went to the Kings, and we don't even give a damn about it. We don't care, bro. De'Aaron
Spurs,
Fox
man.
is an all-star.
Spurs are just gonna like, they're set up now, bro.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox and
Wemby and-
Wembanyama.
Yeah.
It's gonna be hard to guard, dude. Hard to guard. Crazy duo.
Yeah.
The Spurs and OKC are gonna be a force to be reckoned with for the next 10 years. Mavericks
For
would have been up
sure.
there too,
Mavericks would have been up there.
but it's not gonna happen anymore. And it really devastates me to say that, because in my 16 years of living, this is the most happy, or like most like I've believed in a franchise in Dallas, because I knew the Cowboys would always fuck it up. I finally had some hope, and it's all gone.
Yeah. That's it for today, y'all.
See you on the next episode. Peace.
See y'all.
And that's a wrap for today's NBA episode. Please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to our channel. And as always, we'll see you guys in the next video.